Even if it's people you grew up with, it's stuff you did in your past. They come throwing it at you. How old was I? And how old am I now? I didn't grew past that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm praying and doing what I need to do to heal me and heal things and make sure I'm good. It's not that I don't care that other people heal, but you sometimes have to be about yourself.
Back to, you know, family trauma. You have some people, they wouldn't do that. You feel what I'm saying? Because they
Yeah.
feel like you competing with me. You in competition with me.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Three Hearts and One Beat. I'm Lee,
And I'm Kim.
And I'm V.
and on today's episode, guys, something. This is something that a lot of families don't talk about as much, but you have very few that do talk about it, and it's called family trauma. So when you think about family trauma, you think about all the things that you've been through in your life from childhood to even now in your adulthood. Even the new, I think with family trauma, sometimes you don't even recognize it. That is
Mm-hmm.
happening to you when it's happening to you. It hits you when somebody do something, or not just somebody doing something, or something may happen in your life and it'll trigger it. And now you trying to figure out why is it triggering that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Triggering those emotions, triggering the stuff that's going on within you. A lot of family trauma, it comes from being hurt by people that say I love you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it comes from the people you would least expect it. And I think that's why it hurts so much when you go through it and recognize that you went through it. But when you going through it, it do hurt. But you not recognize. I know for me, I can speak for me. I didn't understand that that's what I was going through at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I just was like, this is just how the world is. This is how people move. Cause I grew up around family. We went from being around pop side of the family majority of our childhood. Then when I got to like teenage years, we started going back around mama side of the family. Well into my 20s, I was around mama family very heavy, and I recognized the trauma on both sides. Not a victim, but mostly like just had to get through it. Had to learn how to fight through it, how to pray through it, how to just continuously. It's an everyday build up though. You have to build yourself up every day from the stuff you didn't heard, that you didn't been through, that you didn't witness, that you didn't experience in
Mm-hmm.
family trauma. So family trauma run deep for a lot of people, and it mean different to everyone.
Well, for me, like as I was tell y'all, is one of the family traumas for me is not having true father figure in my life and stuff. I have a father. I know who he was. I know where he lived, everything, but he just not was a good father in my life, and that's one of my biggest childhood traumas and stuff. You have them. You have, like Shalita was speaking. You do have family trauma in the family. Furthest my dad's side of the family, he didn't have such a big family. He was the only child, so but he was the part of the trauma in my life. On my mama's side, I had trauma, but it wasn't no crazy trauma like you often hear, like I hear on social media now, how people was molested by uncles and cousins and all. It never was none of that because we had a loving side of the family, but you still went through little things. It ain't because it wasn't perfect, but it was good. It wasn't perfect.
Family trauma, it goes deep. It could be just stuff that happens and you had no idea that it was trauma into your adulthood. And when
Mm-hmm.
you look back and you like, wow, like that was traumatizing.
Right.
Like, and people look at it and say, oh, that's soft. But like ribbon, joning, josing, however you want to put it, because the term change every, feel like 10 to 15 years. Um, Even that could play effect in somebody childhood going into their adulthood,
Mm-hmm.
and you'll be laughing because you'll think it's funny, but how does that person feel going forward? That also make it like some type of low self-esteem,
Mm-hmm.
I want to say. And you will be thinking like we cousins, I'm uncle, auntie, whatever. But the whole while, that's a trauma to that person
Right.
because going forward, they will just be simply that's embedded into their mind. And something like you say, like your first love should be coming from your family.
Mm-hmm.
So how family treat each other, that's what you go think you should accept in the street. And
Exactly.
that's where the trauma come in. You supposed to, as family, we supposed to be loving, caring, being there for each other. And being there for each other don't always mean every time you call me and say you need 20, 30, 40, $50, I'm supposed to give it to you. That's not being there. It's like being there mentally, physically. You know what I'm saying? Like, cuz I'm about to move, can you come help me pack up the house? Okay, like, let me see what my off days is and I could come and swing by and help you for a couple of
Mm.
hours. Or I'm about to, like back in the day, how mom and sister Dee Dee used to always give suppers in the project. They all had jobs, but some of them took off, or it was their off days, or they put in for them days to go help their sister. You know what I'm saying? Like, so family supposed to be there, but don't get it twisted. Even though family's supposed to be there, that doesn't mean that you let somebody use you unconditionally. You let somebody just take advantage of you always.
Mm-hmm.
Because then now you have to do work on yourself and say, why is I'm letting this happen?
Right.
And you shouldn't be looking for nothing in return. But gosh, if all they doing is taking out your cup, your gallon of water, and only leave you with a swallow at the end when you thirsty, you will basically die of thirst. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because now they you didn't pour this person a cup, pour this person a cup out your gallon of water, pour this person. Now you stuck with not even a fourth of a cup. Like you stuck with under that. So now you thirsty and you trying to drink it and you shaking a gallon, a empty bottle because everybody then took from you. You can't
Right.
be that person that allow everybody to take from you consistently, and that's mentally and physically.
Right. You find yourself. I found a lot of myself, the mental side of people taking. But you don't recognize it when you going through it, cause you're in your mind. You like, shoot, that's my people. We about to chop it up, talk it. But you not just my people. It's just in general. Like she said, your family, your love supposed to come from your family first, so you could know how to love. You know what I'm saying? Or
Mm-hmm.
how you should be loved when you go out there into the world. When you continuously thinking about the things that you went through with family. Like I had a family member. We talked about this family member all the time. Y'all know who he is. I was a child, but he cracked on my weight as much as he can. Every chance he got.
Mm-hmm.
In front of people, he didn't care.
And he was an adult.
And he was an adult and I was a child. So his thing was to continuously put me down, put me down, put me down. To now that family member, when I go around him, it's hello, how you doing? But it's not like, like that kumbaya, like, what's up, cuz? It's, hey, cuz, what's up? How you doing? How everything going? Have a good day. You know what I'm saying? Because you didn't build that uncomfortability for me to be around you. Period. Like, so when I went into the public, being around that as a kid, you thought that's how people were supposed to treat. But I was a get back kid. Like, if you got me, I'm gonna get you back. So we was just really out there hurting each other, to be honest with you. Because if
Mm-hmm.
you crack on me on something that's my insecurity, I'm gonna crack back on your insecurities. And it's just a broken cycle in the family. Like in the family trauma, your family trauma bring you through a lot of torture when you think
Mm-hmm.
about it. It's broken. It's a broken cycle.
Structure,
It's a
right.
broken structure that's built on nothing but hatred, jealousy, uh,
Envy.
envy, gossip, greed. Like it's a whole bunch of stuff. And when you build your structure off of that, all you gonna do is try to tear the next person down
Mm-hmm.
because You don't want to see nobody have nothing more than you. They can't have that quarter more than you because that's too much. They can't have a nicer house than you. They can't have that nice car.
Always
Their
playing
job,
competition with each
right?
other.
That job can't be better than yours. You got to make more than that next person on your like,
And
and
that's
it
that.
shouldn't be like that. It's supposed to be love.
Right, uplifting.
You supposed to be uplifted. Man, my sister come to me and say, "Sis, I got that Range Rover outside." First thing gonna say, I'm gonna be happy for her. Girl, let me get them kids and drive it. It's not a jealousy thing. That's what I'm talking about.
But
That's motivation.
to the knowledge, you not gonna never see V driving up in a Range Rover unless somebody rent it for me. But as far as me purchasing it,
I only said that because
I
that's
know
my dream
because
car.
I rather go feed some
I
homeless people or
understand what
something.
you're saying because I have seen this in family that you'll get something nice and they'll be jealous of you. But with me, if somebody tell me, "Oh, I just bought this," girl, I'm gonna be jumping, happy for you, and
Right.
celebrating with you because I'm truly in my heart happy for what you got. I'm never gonna be jealous, and I'm not going out and do it what you did
Play the
because you
Joneses.
did. You bought a house first, or you bought this type of car first, or you bought anything you did first and stuff. And I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna be excited for you. I'm never gonna be jealous of what you
Right.
have because God gonna give me what He want me to have, and not with, you know, me going after something because somebody else had it.
Right.
Most people that play the Joneses really leave here being broke.
Right. Because their mindset is broke.
They
I think what people don't understand, you can have all the millions in the world in your bank account. If your mindset is still broke, you broke.
right.
As long as you got a broke mindset, you will forever be broke. I could care less how much money you got in the bank because I guarantee you, with the broke mindset, you're gonna continuously keep working for those millions instead of letting those millions work for you because
Right.
your mindset is broken. You just have to. It's just crazy how you think when you think back, just talking about it, how family
They
really run, and
right.
everybody family
Is
don't move
right.
like that. Like I done been around families where they very uplifting, encouraging
Encouraging
each
to
other.
each
Be
other.
happy, right?
Right, be happy for each
But
other.
look at it like this though, like a lot of families that are uplifting and encouraging and basically passing down information. You see it out here. You see a lot of them because we in Atlanta, well, Atlanta metro area. For those who don't know, but you see it out here. You see a lot of family members who thrive together. Like they literally starting business together. Ain't nobody trying to. I'm not saying everybody out here like this because you go have your ones that's derailed.
Right.
But out here, I see like a lot of um people looking out for each other, and I'm starting to see it more now back at home. For the people that upload videos and they supporting this one and supporting that one, and I'm like, that's cool. You like that community support, and that's something that's always good to see because when I was growing up back home, I wasn't seeing that. It was always like this record label against this record label. I don't like this one. You got
Right.
too much. You know it's too much. Like people was taking people's lives because of crazy stuff, and you realize how senseless. And it all starts back at home because if you don't value and understand what love truly is from the family, you go out there and carry that same senseless, unloving, out
Right.
there into the world. And you see less community. Back then, I'm starting to see a little bit more community.
Getting better.
It's getting better as time go on. And hopefully families continue to heal, but everybody have to want to hit them corners that nobody, them shut doors that everybody be trying to stay dodge from. Like, you got to go through them doors because the family is I feel like this is the season of healing for a lot of families, for communities, and everything. Like it's open.
Right.
So
You have to, especially what we're going through as a country, is a
Right.
time to stick together and heal together and grow together because we will all need each other at some point in this lifetime of the stuff that we is witnessing in current time. But to get back to it, it's just you love to see the growth in families that you seeing today. Like I seen is a set of a set of twins on TikTok that I've been looking at like for the past 2-3 years. I ain't gonna say their name. Honestly, I don't fully know their names, but one twin didn't accept the other twin like because of her sexuality, and now they close as ever. So you start seeing all the healing, but then you also see the broken sides of families that you be like, man, they just gotta make it to the other side, son.
Right.
And that's what I ain't gonna lie. That's what I pray for a lot of families because my family ain't perfect. It's still like moments you pray for, like I just pray that this get better in my family. I pray that we grow here in our family. Like it's just different things that you pray for, you hope for, and you wish to see it come true. And even if I don't see it come through true in my lifetime, I pray in the future. You know what I'm saying? If I
Right.
don't get to see it, somebody get to see it. My future descendants get to see the growth in the family. They know of the family history, but they don't get to be immune to the toxicity, the trauma, the hatred, the jealousy, all of that, throwing guilt at people because of things they did in their past. Who cares what somebody did in their past? Because you got family members that will hold that over your head. Something you did when you was 15 and I'm 30
Or
something years
10
old.
or 11
Right.
or 4,
You
5.
still holding that over my
Right.
head. Like, first of all, who is the adult in the whole situation? You are, not me. Like, and it was like, to be honest with you, even that, like, even if it's people you grew up with, it's stuff you did in your past, they come throwing it at you. How old was I? And how old am I now? I didn't grew past that. As my sister said on one podcast before, that's my old address. I don't even live there no more. So
Right,
you
sis.
sending mail to the old address.
It's
Keep
gonna get
sending it.
return to sender, huh?
Right, keep returning to sender because I don't live in that house no more.
I like
But
that one.
I
Return
like
to
that one
sender.
too. I ain't never
I
letting
like
that go.
that one. That's right. I ain't there no more. You got, you
I don't live there.
yeah,
And that's what a lot of people who don't grow, they don't realize. And you say you're not there no more, huh, man?
not that no more. I refuse to let people. I'm praying and doing what I need to do to heal me and heal things and make sure I'm good. It's not that I don't care that other people heal, but you sometimes have to be about yourself first. And now let somebody. That's why I don't like drama because I don't want to deal with all of that. That's too much for me. I can't do all of that. As we go home to visit and or be around family members, you could see change in a lot of people, in some of them, and some of them still have that same old mentality and talking the same way and acting the same way, but not changing no kind of way and stuff. But all I could do for them is pray for them.
Right. Right. You're not never lying. I always see like a lot of people who left after the storm. Oh, I always see like change in them. And I see some change in some of the ones who never left. But a lot of times it's because they close to somebody who left and they have a good relationship with somebody who left. So they able to change as well. And I do feel like that's how a family get better. That's how family heal. But like I had stated earlier, the family have to be willing. Like you could go sit at a
Yes.
psychiatrist. Oh, that psychiatrist is go open every door, even the ones you had buried in the back of your mind that you ain't think
You
of
forgot
saying.
about.
Right.
You
But
protected yourself from
and
that.
you could go to a psychiatrist, but you also as a family could do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking about like, as a close knit family, you could also do it. But if you feel like you need a psychiatrist,
Some
go ahead
things
and
people may need a
go ahead and
psychiatrist
go.
on. You know what I'm saying? And some things, all you got to do is just talk to each other.
Right, because that's
It's
all you
just-
go do there.
You go do it there, but you go start unlocking more stuff there as well. But everybody move different.
But
It's-
everybody have to be real too, because if you can't go into them rooms and people start speaking on things and you go into defense, like Nah.
Most people do that in
Right.
psychiatrists. Even when it's like when you start hitting people with truth and how
That's
they
what the
make you feel.
psychiatrist needed for.
Right. That's what I'm saying. When people start hitting you with truth and you start jumping into defense mechanism. Imagine, even though you always accepted your truth, but when there were certain things I was telling you and it was your truth and you ain't really care for it, how did it make you feel? Because I know a part of me cringe,
Yeah, you
but
go
you have
cringe,
to.
but you
But
still accept it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, you do,
you
and
have some
it's
people who's not gonna accept it, and I think that's what the psychiatrist is needed for.
right.
The good thing is they could hear from somebody else on the outside the family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
A point of view. But the crazy part is 9 times out of 10, that person still not going back to another therapy session because they gonna feel like the psychiatrist picking on them.
Uh-huh.
but you gotta hold yourself accountable in every situation. Like, and then you have to start. And another thing to start taking and shutting down the toxicity in families is start telling those people that's causing it at that moment. Like that was very toxic. Or
Right.
that wasn't cool. You was dead wrong. Tell them right then and there. Like, don't wait till months later, weeks later, a year or two later to tell them right then and you was wrong. That was you wasn't right. Y'all know what's right out there. Y'all know what's wrong. Tell them that they wrong. Because if you don't tell them that they're wrong, they go keep doing it because they go think it's okay. And then all this go do is they go keep picking and picking and picking and picking. And then I done seen families get torn apart due to one or two or three toxic people in the family. And they'll tear a whole family apart because they can't keep it together. You know what I'm saying?
Misery
Like,
love company.
yes, they do. And it's like I've witnessed on both sides of my family with people tearing the family apart.
Right. And it
Like,
don't even be the whole family. It'd
and
be
it
like
don't
you
be.
say, it'll be a
It'll
few
be a
people.
few people. It'll be a few bad seeds and apples. And it's like you'll be like, dang. When you start to sit back thinking, you'll be like, that was such and such. And then you realize such and such had. You be realizing three people was a part of the whole every conversation that was
Facts.
that messed up the family. You'll be like, well, dang, and we let them do it. That's how it be, and we let them do it. And it's you got to stop those people because they will always be out there tearing down the top because some people have like this
Everybody.
miserable
Right.
spirit within them, and sometimes those people don't even know that
Right.
that spirit of misery is within them. They just moving and they don't understand that they is a part of the destruction of a family being torn apart. But when you put it in people's face, they ain't gonna really like it.
Everybody picking on them.
Right. You the bully.
Everybody is not meant to get in that boat with you. Because
Some people gonna take your boat down.
some people go sink it. While you trying to save
They gonna be
others,
punching holes in
while
it.
you trying to save other people, getting them out that ocean, and you pulling them in, you got some of them who before you get ahead or get anywhere more than them, they jiggling holes in that boat so you could sink. And you constantly putting on water. Everybody can go. And I think that be the hardest part when you start realizing, especially if you're a person who, like I used to always tell you, and I used to be like, sis, I knew everybody gifts in the family because I paid attention. When you're quiet, you pay attention to everybody gifts. I knew everybody gifts. And I used to tell you, like, sis, I knew everybody gifts. Man, when the Lord blessed me, I know how I'm going to invest in everybody because I knew their gifts because they all show it. Even the ones who don't even see it as a gift, I still seen their gifts and they, what God blessed them with.
Right.
Even if they didn't see it. To one day you was like, what that was you told me something about
What you scared to leave family behind?
and I was like, and that was me jumping to fence. I'm like, no, I'm not scared to leave them behind. I was just looking at it as helping everybody, because you see something bigger. Like, I never looked at someone, if somebody tell me I have I know how to cook, my mind automatically went to, man, this person could, right, you could start with a food truck, then you could get a restaurant, then you could have franchises, like,
But everybody mind.
right,
don't
everybody
stand like
mind.
that.
I had to realize that as time go on, and when you start giving information to people, people start looking at it like, man, but I want to do this and this. Like, and I had to start realizing. So when you told me that, I had to start questioning myself. I was like, is don't want to leave family?
It was certain people I was scared to leave behind.
And the
So
whole while, it
right,
wasn't just that. It was just my little generous heart just wanted to help everybody because I
right,
felt like everybody. I always felt like if I have a clothing brand, my clothing brand, and you, my cousin, and you, my uncle, or my friend, you have a clothing brand. I'm not gonna hate on your clothing brand. I'ma still support your clothing brand. Shoot, I'ma even get online and show your clothing brand because I also understand your clothing brand is different from mine.
right,
Your clothing brand and your clothing brand is going to attract its own customers, just
right,
like mine. Because these days, where we at in life, people, it's not just about the clothes that people getting. People is really connecting with people.
right,
So if you a person that's selling your clothing brand, them people will connect with you because of you, not because of the logo or the material.
mm-hmm,
So that's why it's good to be your authentic self in the way
right,
we going. And you have a back to, you know, family trauma. You have some people they wouldn't do that. You feel what I'm saying? Because they
yeah,
feel like you competing with me. You in competition with me, so I can't do this for you. You feel what I'm saying?
right,
Me, I don't care because what God have for me, I'ma get it. What God have for this one, they go get it. The same way with restaurants and everything. I see a guy online, he doing clothes. He be showing off other people clothes they be stealing.
right.
Like, I don't understand why people, and I feel like it's the mentality. The mentality of somebody may get something like you said
Right.
earlier.
Jealousy.
Somebody go get something more than me. But if I do this person may come up. Or if I said, no, you got to get out that
And in
mindset.
family, when you have that, like, that jealousy of your own blood,
Right.
like, that don't make sense. That never made sense to me to hate and be jealous of somebody. Not just, I'm going to put it like this, not just family, anybody, but mostly when they come from your own family.
Right.
When we was out there doing music,
Mm-hmm.
I could count on one hand probably how many people in the family supported our music because it wasn't, and this is not to throw shots, but we had a lot of people that wasn't supportive. We had people telling us, "Oh, get a real job. Build dreams don't pay the bills." That never made sense to me. When people, and I thought about it one day when they say people, y'all know I'm about to go. When people say dreams don't pay the bill, but you driving a car, that's somebody's dream. You working on somebody's job, that's somebody's dream. You
Preach.
eating them food, that food in your refrigerator, somebody's dream. So never say dreams don't pay the bill because you paying somebody bills right now every time you go purchase stuff for somebody else, clothes, anything.
But you know what
So,
that come from?
but it's jealousy. It's
I'm about to tell you what that come from. This is where it come from. When you heal and you grow and you learn in life, when people do that to you, it's because if y'all come from the same place and you could make it out and become something else in
right,
life,
right,
now they gotta look at themselves like, how did this person get here? Now they gotta start making excuses. Oh, they did that because they lived at home, or they did that because they didn't have no kids, or they it's always excuses to minimize why they couldn't get up and do it. That's why when people tell me things, I be like, well, this person had about 3 kids. This person had 6
right.
kids and still made it happen.
It don't make
Oh, this
sense.
person got pregnant when they was 12 and they still. So there is no excuse why you can't make it. But if they could hold you down and break you, because the whole thing is to break your spirit so you can't keep going. Because if you can't keep going, you can't reach your potential. But the whole while, that'd be the devil planting that in their mind to discourage, because the whole while God have chosen you to do something. God know where he wants you at, and he know you gonna get there. But the devil got to put his little seeds in to discourage you, to move you away. And it all comes from, if you make it somewhere that they not, now they have to question their whole life of why they still where they at and you where
Right,
you at.
right.
But we could go deeper into that, but that's something else. Go
That's
ahead.
a whole, but that's a part of the truth though, because just hearing my best friend talk, her situation was similar. Had a family member who just didn't want just was mad because the attention she get on social media. You get that same attention if you put the work in like she put the work in.
Right.
It's just that simple. Everybody is not gonna move the same. I think on TikTok, I want to say we had 25 people following us, and that's just because I restarted it all over again. And on our YouTube page, we had 81 subscribers.
Look at
TikTok is
God.
family, but YouTube, I probably don't have family on there subscribing to the channel like that. Not saying that they won't. I'm just saying on the note, we have way too big a family. You know what I'm saying? On both sides. And not saying that
Where
family
everybody could create a YouTube channel, get
and
1,000
subscribe.
subscribed, and start getting paid.
That, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and it's not even, and I'm not even looking for that.
Right.
Because who God go bless.
You just said that. It made me think about that.
Right.
Like,
When God
that's
go,
how families should work together.
Right. And I'm the type of person like, we not looking for, oh, they're not supporting us. No, it's not even that. At this point, I think we didn't grew way beyond that
Yeah.
point of life.
I'm more of
I'm
who
to the
God
point
want.
where whoever God want, I got 81 subscribers. Guess what we go do? Show up every week for them 81 subscribers.
Right. And I love that.
You know what I'm saying?
Because it's who God want to
right.
see us.
He put
know?
He put us in front of who He want to.
You doing something right if 81 people then say you work, subscribe.
Right.
They want to see your growth.
Exactly. You get the comments of keep going. Don't stop. I pray y'all don't never stop doing this podcast. Y'all be touching on so many topics and subjects that's, that didn't touch my soul. They be like, God didn't put you in front of my face for a reason.
Amen.
We didn't got all those type of comments, but it's like when it come to a stranger will show you way more love than the people you share blood with. And that's crazy.
And you have your family members who will like and comment and all that. We not saying that.
They do have them.
And this is what get me because like one of our cousins, they just had a supper or something like that, and all I was able to do was like it. But I wish I could have shared it like I did for one of our other cousins, like shared it to the story or whatever. Because me, when I get on social media, I'm on and off. Like I'm not doomsday scrolling. Like if you catch my attention in like my first
3-4 minutes,
not even that long, I may do about anywhere from 5 to 10 scrolls. And if you got me in them 5-10 scrolls, I'm liking. Sometimes some people show up twice, you know what I'm saying? But I'm always liking. If it's something I see should be reposted, I repost it. But I wish everybody learned how to do it where people could repost it, because like how you repost it on your feed, because I wanted to repost that, but I couldn't because it wasn't repostable.
But it's
just support,
right, just support.
That's the part of the healing part of your trauma, just doing, how would I say, doing what is right and stuff. And as I, like y'all just was saying, on both sides of the family, you have two sides of your daddy's side and your mama's side. My mama had 11 siblings, and y'all, I'm gonna just say, and so that made, my grandmother with 12 kids. Then your grandma on your daddy's side of the family had 13. So, everybody in branched out, got older children, here children, everybody. There's two huge, large families. Everybody may not be social media savage.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody may not be like that. But the ones that can, if they just, you see, I go on there, the people ain't my family. I like their video, share their videos and stuff. They ain't my family. I just like your content. If you go somewhere and you like somebody's content, what it is to help out and just push their content.
It's free to press the button.
Thank you. It's free. Just press the button. That's all you got to do.
But but you have to recognize, when you start recognizing, as we went back, and it's like, I don't be trying to knock on family, but when you go to that word of foundation with jealousy, envy, hatred, don't want nobody to have nothing more than them, that's when you'll have family members that'll just scroll by and don't even like it. And it's like,
if it don't resonate with you, I say don't like it. Because if something don't resonate with me, I'm not gonna like
that's
it.
true. Because I didn't have,
That's true.
and I started doing that with family members and friends. Like if it don't resonate with me, If it don't catch, I'm be honest with you, on your video, if you don't catch me in the first 5 seconds, 10 seconds of your video, I'm out of there.
It's not just me. Like if you not I ain't gonna say the first 5 seconds or whatever. Like I'll watch your video, but if you not really inspiring, encouraging, doing something
That
like for
part.
your business, because some people get on there and it'll be some nonsense they saying out their mouth, and I'd be like, oh no, not for me.
Right.
Scroll, because I don't want to make my algorithm think that's what I want to here or that's what I wanted. So if I'm scrolling, and whether it's a family member or not, if I see something, you dogging somebody out, or you think it's funny to be laughing at this person because they down or whatever, I'm not gonna like, comment, or share, because what's gonna happen is the algorithm go think that's the type of person I am, and they go keep trying to feed me that to keep me on the app. No, I rather see people talk about the Lord. I rather see people inspiring. I
Motivation.
rather, right, motivational side. Like I rather be on that side, and news information that's going on, not just in this country but also around the world. So I'm not about to squeeze some negative energy into my thing. The social media app already get probably about less than 5 minutes of my time when I'm scrolling real quick to see what pop, just to see if something happened. But I'm not about to let your negative energy, I don't care who it is, whether it's family or strangers, I'm not about to let your negative energy onto my space, because
Right.
that's my
Right.
space.
Right.
You remember that one, my space?
Sometimes you miss it, huh, son?
Yeah, that
That
was
was
a
a
different type of app
that
right
was a
there.
different
That
type of
was.
app.
That was.
I like MySpace. It was a good one. That would have been fire if it still. Imagine where it'd be at right now if it was still here.
Right. But moving forward is almost like what you were saying, man. It's like facing it and healing from it. And if you have to discuss it with somebody, discuss it. Like, if you feel like, because that's how I'm where I'm at in life. Like, I understand everybody have to heal and grow. But if I feel like if it's somebody who, when we was young, they was there and we was there for each other, a cousin, you know what I'm saying, auntie, uncle, and it was always there, I feel like when the time is right, I could talk to that person and we could have a deeper conversation about what went wrong or where it went wrong, and see where it go from there. But it's when the time is right on both sides, like I may be ready, but I may see that person may not be ready. You know what I'm saying? Because you could tell. And you have some people you could do that with. You have some people you just have to be like, okay, I have to just let you go, love you from a distance. And you have those people that could, you could see, because y'all done been through a lot of stuff, and they had your back. They wasn't like one of those people who didn't have your back, messed over you or something like that. It's just that y'all both went through your own mental breaks. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So you could connect back with that person, because you have some people, you got to realize too, like some people go through their mental breaks just like you go through yours, or when you went through yours. I call it a mental break, but I honestly feel like it's just,
It's your awakening
yeah, it's your
to
awakening,
life.
right,
You
to
know what I'm
life.
saying? And another thing about moving forward, you can't take other people's emotions personal.
Right.
You can't get be in your feelings when somebody tell you how they feel. Because I guarantee you didn't told people how you felt.
Right.
And you just gotta accept it, your truth at the end of the day. Like if you played a part, and we all didn't play parts in people's lives that was either for the better or wasn't for the better. You know what I'm saying? So why you keep looking at mama?
I'm looking at both of y'all. And besides, she got something sparkly, shiny red on her cheek.
Still from Christmas
Eh,
decorations.
But yeah, you just can't take people. You can't take it personal when people just. That's a part of growth. Like people feelings, you gotta let them say how they feel. Like I had y'all know the story. Cousin came up to me, was upset with me, and she was rah rah. And honestly, I laughed in that moment because that was her personal feelings on how she felt. But who am I to get upset and mad and match that energy? You could do all you want, but I'm not gonna give you a reaction if that's what you wanted, or I gotta let you say how you feel. And then I gotta sit back and be like, okay, because another version of me would have been like, who you think you talking to?
You know,
You
it
can't.
remind me of that meme I showed you the other day.
Right, right. You can't be arguing with these people because it's like you gotta let people know how they felt. If somebody feel like you did them wrong, let them express their feelings. Same way you want somebody to let you express your feelings. And in the family, like another thing, just to go back just a little bit, let them kids speak. Let them kids tell you how they feel, because if they're around people that make them uncomfortable, let them express themselves on that, because you have to hear them out. Because I know if I have kids and they telling me such and such make them uncomfortable,
Right.
my kids ain't coming back around you ever again in life. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna make you uncomfortable because I want to be around such and such and such and such, knowing that this one go be over here. No. So listen to them kids when they telling you, I don't want to be around this family member because they make me feel this type of way. No matter if it's, you know what I'm saying, like creepy vibes or just bullying vibes or whatever the vibes may be. Just listen to them kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And you gotta let them speak.
You
Yeah.
gotta let them talk, because them kids, you gotta hear them out. And no offense, but I felt like as kids we wasn't heard enough.
That's the truth.
We
That's the
wasn't heard enough, so we went through a lot and had to take a lot on the chin and deal with a lot,
Right.
because we felt like either people thought we probably was lying, or you just overthinking it, or whatever it may be, or you would get in trouble if you said something back to an adult. Like, it's just crazy. It's like you just gotta let kids.
That's why when
up.
I hear people say, because these new kids is this and it, you have some that's out the way, but you have to know how to talk to them and separate. But I would say let them speak their mind, because like you said, like when you as a kid saying this adult bullying me, you know what I'm saying, and it's not believable because everybody go take the adult side over the kid side. Well, when you really think about it, like most of the time kids be telling the truth. Kids truth be like a lot of times be bluntly honest. Now you get some of them little fabricators, we know, because we all done ran across the little, I done seen them online. They be like fabricating the story. You ever seen that video when the uncle told the baby don't do something and you ran into the wall and start crying, like if the uncle hit you?
Oh yeah, I done seen
You
that.
seen that one? That's why I say you got your little fabricator,
Over-exaggerated.
right? Your little. Now
We had one.
you got your little fabricators, fabricators. You just have to be mindful. And
But
I'm
most
gonna say this though.
But the best thing to do is to let your kids, when they even from small, speak. Let them say what they gotta say. As long as they're not being disrespectful,
They give them their voice.
you letting them speak now. It used to be adults talking. Bye. You get out the room. Let them children talk. I'm telling y'all, let them children talk now, because
They don't want them kids to talk because they gonna hurt their feelings.
And if they got anybody around them that they feel uncomfortable about, and children usually get a vibe of people being the people that's around them and being uncomfortable.
Because kids pay attention. Like
They do.
kids
They really
would
do.
kids would look through your soul. They just be looking at you, and the whole
They
while.
do be staring you down. You be then I start.
Oh,
I'm
but
going
when they
stare contest
look,
with you. We
when
be
they
looking at
realize
each
you a
other.
friendly person, oh, they
Yes.
talk to you forever. You get all kind of stuff. You be sitting there for real. Okay, they tell you everything. You know everybody in their family, but see when they don't want to be bothered with you. They like something ain't right.
Right.
But that's the same way with pets too. Like if you really pay attention to a pet, like when somebody come over and that dog just going ham. No, they go ham when a strange person. But I'm saying, like, if that person is in the house for some hours now and some days, and your dog just don't let up, you might want to rethink that person that's in your house, because
Right.
if your dog don't like that person, because we didn't had dogs just about for a good bit, and we didn't see our dog. Like we didn't have people come live with us, people that just came visit, and the dog just be chilled. Like when
Yep,
you
don't have
first
no
get
problem
there,
with the
right? When
dog.
you first come there, he was going ham. But then after you in the house for a couple of days, he like,
Not gonna sit
okay,
here and act like he wasn't crazy. I'm
we'll
just
the
playing.
dog will be like, okay, well y'all good. But then some people came here.
Baby, he
I don't
wild.
care. I don't care how long they was here. He was not letting them have it. Like
Every
he
time he
wanted.
walked past them, I've seen him bite two people in his whole life of living with us. Two people, and every time, and he bit. No, he bit me too. But I probably was
I know
aggravating
for
him.
sure he bit you and Pudgy.
When
And
you
He
aggravate him,
he had bit me because I was trying to he had it was something he was eating, but they had some paper still hooked to it, and I was trying to get it before he eat the paper that was hooked to it, like the little plastic, because I didn't want to go down his throat. He ain't hit me hard. He just hit me enough, like, and I yelled at him. I'm like, dude, I'm trying to save your life. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
you know
when-
what that plastic was, and he had that under control. So why did you touch it? Because 9 times 10 it was a peppermint. It's the only thing he used to eat, but he couldn't open his.
Nah, it was something else. It was something like he had a piece
Go
of
time.
something, and the plastic was hooked to it, and he hit me.
right. So, all right, y'all. That's going to conclude our episode today. Thank y'all for watching. Make sure y'all hit that like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell so you can keep up with all the most recent content. We want to thank y'all for watching us for another week. We'll see y'all next week on the next episode. Peace.